You're looking live at Michigan International Speedway. Race number 6 of the SuperStar ARCA West Series qualifying currently underway right now. Jackson Sims on top of the board here in qualifying. As more drivers saying laps a little under 3 minutes left in qualifying as well. So 2 laps, 3 minutes so far left. As Javon Klein now goes top of the board on a 59 machine, as he'll steal the pole position for now over Jackson Sims with halfway through qualifying so far. We'll see if anyone else can better that lap time. Jake Miller goes up to 4th place, Nathan Leamon goes up to 3rd, Wilson up to 12th. Elliot Henderson at 37 machine, currently going to set his first lap here. As Nicholas Coate goes to 5th. So here is Henderson. Off turn 2, down the back straightaway he goes. That Ford Mustang of his. That ARCA Car machine. It's 3, 3, and 4 right on the top side there. Not sure if that's some fast way on a racetrack, but it might be setting up for that second lap time, which could be quicker than the first one. Cross on he goes. Could be a 38.880, puts him in 26th place currently. Not the best qualifying so far, but we'll see what he can do on the second lap. Ty Weems as well on the racetrack right now, coming probably his first time lap. South of the War, Dylan Chappell goes at 17 machine. Can Elliot Henderson sneak his way to pole position here? Coming off of turn 4 to use a bottom line. Gonna go as quick as he can. He has to be at 38.230. Coming to cross the stripe. Can he do it? Not quite. Just a few tenths off. He'll be in the top 5 for sure there, I believe. 5th place it is for that 37 machine. As Blake McClung as well on pit lane. So there's one driver left to set their laps. It's Ty Wims there. Ty Wims down the front straightaway. Across the stripes at 38.863. That puts him around 27th place, 26th place. Yeah, 27th place there. Right, 404 machine. Gladly, everyone has set a lap time there. So Dylan Chappell will win the pole here at Michigan. Him and Javon Klein will be on the front row. As officially, big flag has flown here. Now the drivers going up for heat number 1. Quite windy here tonight here at Michigan. 14 mile per hour winds in the northwest direction. So pretty windy here, could affect the drafting as well. Not sure exactly where that is on the racetrack or where that's pointed towards. But anyways, we have 2 heats here tonight. Yeah, a quick look at our starting lap for heat number 1. In a moment. There's green up here. As everyone going up here for heat 1, should be 4 laps, I believe. So We'll see how this plays out. It's not rolling off quite yet. We're about 2 miles up Michigan, so as there we go, officially rolling off. Take a quick look at our starting lap here. Heat number 1. We got Dylan Chapel on pole position, Jackson Sims in second, Elliot Henderson third, Nicholas Coate in fourth, and fifth, Maverick Davis. So I round up your top 5 here for heat number 1 as the rest of the grid flashes in front of yours right now. There's, I believe, 15 drivers in total for tonight's heat races. 15 and 14, I believe there might be in total of 30 some cars here tonight, so splitting the grid into 1 half and 2 half. Yeah, in total there's 15 cars here tonight in heat 1. 4 laps only, so it's gonna be a mad dash, pretty much a green-white checkered somewhat situation times 2. So it'll be a very quick heat race here, so we'll see how it plays out. I mean, whoever has better short run speed will definitely be up ahead for most of this heat race. Most likely it's gonna see a lot of pack racing as well, which I think should be interesting here. It's still a wide race track here at Michigan. This pace car pulls in the pit lane and into the restart zone they go. Green flag is back out. We're underway here at Michigan for heat number 1. As Dylan Chapel clears Jackson Sims off of turn number 2 there. As they fan out 3 wide, Sims still on the outside, has a good run down the back straightaway as they're side by side into turn 3 and 4 now. Elliot Henderson sings up E01 at the bottom of the racetrack. Up the racetrack they go, give me 3 wide. Oh, gotta watch out for that one. These drivers a bit loose on those colder tires. They stay in shape for now. Jackson Sims leads lap 1. We're already almost halfway to this one. Zulrek in the back there. I think that's Dylan Harris around, maybe. Hard hit for him. It's Ty Williams in the back. Ty Williams in the back there. Also damaged, as well as Jackson Sims in the wall off of turn 2. These drivers pushing as hard as they can. More contact. Elliot Anderson sixes his way through. As here comes Maverick Davis in the 3 wide middle. As absolutely hectic racing here as we're coming to halfway point in this heat already. As very insane racing. Here comes Maverick Davis, 3 abreast to the stripe, 4 wide down the front straightaway. Owls look out for Dylan Chapel as he was the last one. It's gonna be close, squeezing each other close together. Maverick Davis backs out of it big time, but Chapel sneaks his way through. He was the last driver there, 4 wide, and he does clear the rest of the field as we're halfway through this one. 2 laps to go here in heat number 1. His racing has been super hectic already. As more side-by-side action here in the pack right now. We have a slide job from one driver there. As comes to a flag this time by, Dylan Chapel has a sizable lead for now, but it's not really going to be enough as Jackson Sims with a good run down the front straightaway with all that draft. Go to the inside of Chapel. Chapel stays up top. Gonna try to get the momentum off of turn number 2 on the top side. You will get the momentum. Sims stays behind for now. Henderson could go high, now gotta go low. But Sims is in the back for Chapel. Will he be aggressive here in the 3 and 4? The inside he goes. Up the racetrack goes Chapel. Here comes Sims, and here comes Henderson as well. That's gonna be a 3 wide battle for the win here in heat number 1. They're door banging each other. Almost gonna be 4 wide. Here comes Nicholas Coate. That's gonna be Elliot Anderson to win heat 1. But what a dramatic race that was. What a race that was there for Elliot Henderson. He will win Heat 1 here tonight. Let's take a quick rundown of our Heat 1 finish. What a race that was. As Elliot Henderson will win Heat 1, as Jackson Simmons finishes second, Nicholas Cote in third, Dylan Chapel fourth, Maverick Davis fifth, Nicholas Corsella in sixth, Jeremy Pinetta in seventh, John Peterson eighth, Andrew Nagy ninth, Aaron Benson in 10th. 11th is Matt Sisler, 12th Alan Kennedy, 13th Dylan Harris, 14th Trenton Besgrove, and 15th Tyler Wims there. As we'll take a quick look at our lineup here for Heat number 2, and if it's gonna be as dramatic as Heat number 1, this should be a good show as well. Javon Klein on pole position, Nathan Lemon in second, in third Jake Miller, fourth Devin McIntosh, and Dan Rebark will round the top 5, and the rest of the field will follow. As it's a 14 car field for Heat number 2. That was what a hectic Heat number 1 we saw there a few moments ago. And we'll see how this also plays out right now. As we'll see how this plays out. So once again, down in the pit lane they go. And about to go back green here for Heat number 2. And green flag is out. Giovanni Klein will lead us to the stripe. As it's another 4-lap race here for Heat number 2. As the top 4 big gain on those drivers, as looks like everyone else behind just kind of was caught lacking there for air terms of words there. As it's going to be Javon Klein, Jake Miller side by side, as Miller slides in line behind. He's going to slide in line behind Nathan Lemon. There's Nathan Lemon pushing Javon Klein big time down the back straightaway. As only 13 cars took the green for that one. Come off of turn 4, it's going to be Javon Klein going to lead lap 1. A little bit less hectic than it was in Heat 1. We'll see if that stays consistent. Zulu car on the wall there, that's Devin McIntosh there. As everyone tries to avoid him, but he doesn't really lose that much time on the back straightaway. So he stays ahead for now. Javon Klein still leads here in lap number 2 as we're halfway through this one now. It's not as much action as there was in Heat number 1, but I think it's going to ramp up here in the second half of this one. A big run there for Gavin Fitzgerald. Down the back straightaway he goes. He's up to 3rd place, and he's going to be behind Jake Miller. So contact there. So here comes Gavin Fitzgerald. More contact. Jake Miller and Javon Klein go wrecking. The front 2's more contact behind. David McCullough wrecks big time. Another driver, Dan Rebark, around as well. Big damage for him. that 13 machine, but white flag in the air this time by Gavin Fitzgerald. Gonna try to clear Nathan Lamont for the race win here in heat number 2. Down to actually Lamont on the top side, and here comes Cole Sander with a huge run. That 88 machine as down into number 3 there, and now down into 4. And it's gonna be another 3 wide finish. It looks like coming to the stripe off of turn 4. Fitzgerald with a huge run. He's gonna squeak ahead side by side across the stripe. It's gonna be almost 4 wide as Gavin Fitzgerald will win heat number 2. And once again, a dramatic finish for these heat races. But massive wreck for Giovanni Klein and Jake Miller. What a race that was there. So we'll take a quick look at our finishing order here for heat number 2. Before we take a quick break. As it be Gavin Fitzgerald in first place and a race winner for heat 2. Nathan Lamont in second, Cole Sander third, Evan Clapper in fourth, Devin McIntosh in fifth, Philip Nice in sixth, Noah Benson seventh, Mike Veteran in eighth, David McCullough in ninth, Giovanni Klein 10th, Niles Davis 11th, Dane Rebark in 12th, Jake Miller 13th, and Blake McClung in 14th. That rounds out our 14-car field. There's just a quick little break here for a warm-up session. We'll be right back here from Michigan. You're looking live at Michigan International Speedway for race number 6 with SuperStar ARCA West Series. Currently grading up for the main event here, 75 laps in total, 150 miles in total. As we'll take a quick look at our starting lineup here for this feature event. Elliot Henderson will be on pole position here. Alongside him will be Gavin Fitzgerald in second. Jackson Sims in third, Nathan Lamb on fourth. Nicholas Cote in fifth, Cole Snyder in sixth. Dylan Chappell in seventh, Evan Clapper in eighth. Maverick Davis ninth, and Devin McIntosh in 10th. Nicholas Corcel in 11th, Philip Neese in 12th. Jeremy Pimienta in 13th, Noah Benson in 14th. John Peterson 15th, Mike Petrin in 16th. Andrew Nagy 17th, David McCullough in 18th. Aaron Benson 19th, Giovanni Klein in 20th. Matt Sisler in 21st, Niles Davis 22nd. Alan Kennedy 23rd, Dan Verbark 24th. Dylan Harris 25th, Jake Miller 26th. Trenton Besgrove in 27th, Blake McClung 28th. Rounding out our field here tonight will be Ty Wims. They're at 44th machine in 29th place, as currently everyone graded up here tonight, as these drivers should be rolling off here any moment as well. We'll take a quick look at our weather for tonight's race. As earlier today, 100-degree track temp, very hot track here mid-July, or mid-June, excuse me, in Brooklyn, Michigan, 2 p.m. in some time. I believe Eastern time. That depends on where they are in Michigan, I guess, but it could be Eastern or West. I think it's Eastern and Central, but I think it's Eastern time, but anyways, it doesn't really matter. But 15 mile per hour winds, as it just went up 1 mile per hour from the northwest direction. So depending on where that wind's hitting, it could be a lot of drag if it's hitting the front of this car, which could make it really, really pack racing. But if it's hitting the rear end of the car, let's say down the back straightaway, at least only down the back straightaway, you won't have as much draft, as much drag, so you won't be able to suck up to the driver in front of you as much. But it could be vice versa on the front straightaway and back straightaway also. It just depends on where the wind is. That's true. Where the northwest direction is, usually tracks are kind of made turn 1, turn 2 are in the east direction, turn 3 and turn 4 in the west direction, so northwest would be going down the back straightaway. I'm not really a weather person, I'm not sure if it's going northwest or coming from northwest, so I guess I don't know, but either way, this pace car about to pull off. We're about 75 laps here racing here at Michigan International Speedway, as Elliot Henderson will lead us to the restart zone, and green flag is out and we're underway here at Michigan. It's a top 3 single file for now, but most of the field double file. Got most of the field, and also 3 wide, some action 3 wide in the middle of the pack as well. As they come to lap number 1, looks like Elliot Henderson will lead lap 1 from pole position. Going to go downfield and serve his drive to penalty. That's Jake Miller there in the from 29th place right now, currently at 77 machine. With a 2x2 behind this top 3 drivers, it's Nathan Lamont and Cole Snyder side by side. Cole Snyder gets sneaking one in the top side. Car on the wall there. Oh, car on the wall as well. That's Jackson Sims. That's car spans. Nathan Lamont around. He goes to the middle of the field. Everyone will have to avoid. That's carnage. More carnage there in the middle of the pack. That's a massive wreck here on lap number 2, right in the middle of the racetrack. Let's go bring out the first caution of the night here on lap number 2. As it looks like a bunch of cars are on the outside wall there. Even Jackson Sims got tight up the wall. Some of this carnage, I think, kind of caused from that. Drivers kind of reacting behind him. It's major carnage there. A lot of these drivers had nowhere really to go, and then one driver going airborne, it's a 40 machine there. Kind of look from the back straightaway camera, maybe turn 3 will be the better view of this one. Just all this carnage going on. Everyone having to go in to avoid on the big apron there. You have plenty of space down there, but it's at least 6 cars. Oh, big time on that right machine, that 48 machine. That is Trenton Besgrove. Tried to avoid it, looks like, just did not slow down in time. Locked up the brakes maybe. Smoke still not slowing down. And kind of just drove right into the wreck. I mean, you don't see exactly what's going on, but if he just stayed kind of right there, he would have been okay. But unfortunately for him, he's gonna be probably done the night. I think he's yeah, done for the night for him. Elliot Henderson still leads here on lap number 3, coming lap 4. So quick yellow there at the beginning of that one. I should be going. This light should be coming off this time by, so should be going green next time by here on lap number 6. As here we go, pit's gonna go off the pit lane as we're gonna rack him back up here. Coming to 6 laps here of 75. Currently 23 cars on the lap of 29. 3 drivers have already disconnected as green flag is out. Oh, here's some of the great restart there from pole position, or from the lead, I should say. As through the gears they go, Henderson still on front, Sims clears for second. Wilson gonna fight for third, but Gavin Fitzgerald on the top side gonna make it hard for him to do so. As Fitzgerald will stay ahead for now, the top 3 now, maybe even the top 4 may single file out as that's Nicholas Coe up top. We'll see what he can do in that 45 machine. The gyros looks like they're being a little bit more calm than they were in the heat race, which is understandable, as heat race is only 4 laps long compared to this pretty long race, 75 laps if you want to compare it to the heat race. Not even close. Fast lap there by Jake Miller. As the top 4 have kind of split themselves up into their own group, kind of a bunch of little packs forming up here so far early in this one. Not sure exactly when they'll have the pits here, but I'm sure they'll have to pit at some point. Obviously in this race, might be a 2-stopper. I would be around lap 25 if I had to guess, but that is a very uneducated guess, I would say. But still, Anderson still leads here. I believe he's led pretty much every lap so far tonight. Putting those few laps into caution as well as within the lap 10 here of 75. Should be a pretty quick race overall compared to the rest of the races we've had. But here comes Cole Sanger has a good run on Sims. They both have a good run on Elliott. Look at Javon Kleiner up to 5th place, up 15 spots. Jake Miller up 16 spots there in 10th. So a lot of big moves here so far tonight. Avoid that early wreck in the middle of the back and made their way up through the field. The gyros seem very calm, very content just to run single file, save their tires, save the fuel maybe as well. As a few gyros topped off on fuel, as that's Jake Miller topped off on fuel. As almost some side by side ahead. I think Jackson Sims with a great shove. Elliott Henderson there on the front straightaway. 2-car tandem trying to pull away right now. And they're doing a good job pulling away from Cole Sander and Giovanni Klein. Those gyros are teammates. By the looks of their paint schemes. There's a good run here as here comes Sander to the inside. As lap traffic up ahead, gonna go to the outside, try to get out of these gyros away. Should be okay off the turn 4 down the front straightaway. As that's allowed Henderson and Elliott to now clear. I mean, Henderson and Sims to clear. As Sims was side by side with Cole Sander for just a moment. As just gyros kind of shaking things up, Cole Sander and Dylan Chapel worked their way past Jackson Sims, but here comes Javon Klein as well. Those 2 gyros all teammates on the top side. As Cole Sander with a good run down the back straightaway, will look for the race lead here down the back. Has a good run here on Elliott Henderson. Closing, there he goes to the inside. Gonna peek his nose, gonna back out of it there through 3. Gonna wait for a moment here. Down in turn 3 and 4. Will he strike here down the front straightaway? Drivers all kind of just training right now, single file. Big pack of cars, probably around 14 kind of deep here. Now on the tail. Oh, as soon as I say that, one driver is very slideways there. That is Miles Davis there. That 73 machine very sideways there off of turn 2, and he has lost the pack there. It's also going to be about 12 car pack or so here out in front, as Nathan Lehman, involved in that earlier incident, up to 10th place now, worked his way up through the field. Obviously had to pit in that last caution to fix some damage as well, but top 12 or so, top 11, excuse me, all single filed out here on the front straightaway. But you can see how many different lanes they use in these corners, and how multi-groove this racetrack is here at Michigan. Guys, we're already 1/5 of the way through in this one, so this one, like I mentioned, it's going to be a pretty quick race compared to the other races we've had. Almost under an hour if we stay green the rest of the way. There'll be about 40 more minutes left in this one, which compared to like Chicagoland or Las Vegas or the other races we've been to, they've been well into the hour plus range. So that's if we do stay green, but this here comes Cole Steiner to the inside for the race lead. The first time tonight, can Cole Steiner take the race lead away from Elliott Henderson? Elliott Henderson, not quite. Henderson still contact back. That's Brian Klein around, and a few others. Klein hard on the inside wall. One driver will be able to stop in time. It's a 35 there with Nicholas Coate, and that's our second caution of the night here on lap 16. It's hard hit for Giovanni Klein on the inside wall. His night is definitely going to be over. But luckily, Nicholas Coate was able to stop in time. Not sure how. Impressive brakes there. Not Lowe's 35 machine. So we'll take a quick look at it. Looks like Jackson Sims may have gone to the back of Nicholas Coate there. A little check up there off of turn number 2, and yeah, Klein just got checked up there from the Gavin Fitzgerald. It's kind of a coordinating effect there, and not really anyone's fault exactly, but unfortunately there for that 59 machine is his night most likely over with no front end. As most of these drivers probably go come down pit lane and top it off, and obviously take tires. They do have 5 sets of tires into tonight's race, I believe. We'll take a quick check and see if that's right. 4 sets of tires right there. As in the pit lane they go, looks like Maverick Davis is going to take 2 tires only for the 18 machine. Elliott Henderson will win the race off pit lane for everyone else. Everyone else takes 4. Davis takes 2. But everyone else comes on pit lane and at least takes fuel, so here on lap number 18. pace car lights will turn off here as one driver stand out to get the lucky dog. That is at 32, it looks like. Looks like he won't get the lucky dog, I'm not sure. That is at 32. Mike Petrin there. Apparently 9 laps down, gonna be 8 laps down now. As the research on they go, green flag is out. Maverick Davis leads us to the stripe. As we're coming to lap number 20 here, as Davis not the best restart here, as Henderson gonna be able to get along to him, have a nose ahead into turn 1, and you keep his nose ahead down the back straight away, and off of turn number 2. Looks like Henderson might be able to clear down the back, and yes, he will. He'll clear Davis for now, and here comes Gavin Fitzgerald as well on the outside, trying to make things interesting as well. Davis trying to fight back for a second right now down the back straight away. Sign drafting Fitzgerald pretty hard there down the back. As caution is out. Slow car through 3 and 4. Looks like I have been further down on back. Yeah, there was. Further on back, that's Ty Wims there. There's a guy on the outside wall, got hooked there from the 21 machine of Aaron Benson. Benson also getting hooked by Noah Benson. So, some contact on the back there, but out in front, Maverick Davis on those 2 tires, still doing a good job there in 3rd place. Just, you kind of can tell he just doesn't have as much grip as some of these other drivers as well. Just kind of tells us a little bit, but still doing an overall good job. Those cautions, a quick little break, and we're back here from Michigan. And we're back live here at Michigan's green flag is out. As Elliott Henderson gets a great launch off of first place there. As Maverick Davis flying back to the inside, trying to get up to second place on those two right side tires. As we're 1/3 of the way through in this one already tonight. As Gavin Fitzgerald all the back convert of Elliott Henderson there through turn 3. As his ARCA Cars still very close together on the initial start. We'll see how many laps it takes for him to kind of separate out. Probably about 5 or so laps to separate out last time. We have dwindled the field down to these competitive cars, probably around to 20 or so. They're undamaged and unscathed. They're still pretty competitive race pace wise. So far tonight, we only had 3 cautions so far. 1 lap 2, 1 lap 16. And the most recent one on lap 21. We'll see these guys kind of settle into a rhythm as they were kind of at the beginning of this race. After that second lap caution. As big move for Jackson Sims, contact, more contact down the back. They keep it strict for now, but Jackson Sims, Leo's Cole Center as well, making contact. He'll lose a lot of time down the back straightaway, but we stay green for now. It's almost be 4 wide through turn 3 and 4. As Elliot Henderson still leads here, Dan Fitzgerald second, Dylan Chappell in third. Oh, big wreck there! Massive wreck! That's David McCullough around. Maverick Davis as well. Oh, hard licked again once more. Red through machine. As a massive wreck on the entry of turn 3. Looks like someone got right hooked to there. Wow. Here goes Maverick Davis to the inside. The inside looks like maybe. No, it's just looks like there's a shove there on the entry of turn number 3. Maybe a better view of this one. This is off at turn 2 down the back. Maybe I'm trying to side up just a little bit. Oh, he clipped Davis. He clipped McCullough there. And then hard look for that third machine. Hard look for that 32 machine as well. Wow. So yeah, it looks like Nathan Lamo trying to side draft and just hook that 3 machine. Maverick Davis knew where to go as well. His net will most likely be over. That right rear is pretty killed, it looks like, from our 3rd machine, and definitely David McCullough will be done for the night as well. So 4th caution right here in lap 29 as pit road decision time. A couple of drivers stay out, but most of the field coming in, topping off on fuel and taking tires as well. Looks like Dylan Chappell, Nathan Lamo, and Cole Center all staying out there. Actually, a Cole Center tank fuel only there. As we're going back green next time by on lap 33. Go back green here, pace car. The pole off the pit lane any moment here. Off of turn 4. There it goes down the pit lane. Nathan Lamon. Excuse me. No chop will go lace to the green this time by. And green flag is out, and we're back underway here at Michigan on lap 33. Close to the halfway point in this one. Has a bad start there for Gavin Fitzgerald in that 16 machine. Really backed up the inside lane quite a bit as he side by side with Giovanni Klein, who was destroyed a couple laps ago. Leaving the second caution on lap 16. He's back up there already, up to top 10 in 6th place. Looking for a top 5 right now as he's worked his way back up to the field. Fixed that front end damage. It looks like he's not getting affected too much from that aero, and it looks like he has a brand new front end as well. So what a recovery drive for that 58.9 machine. As he's right in the right place right now with a little bit less than halfway to go in this one. A little bit more than halfway to go in this one, excuse me. Henderson side by side with Nathan Lamon through 3. He's gonna clear off of 4 as he might go for the race lead here. Big side shot there from Dylan Chappell, or to Dylan Chappell, but Nathan Lamon gonna work with him. Oh, but Nathan Lamon on the outside wall. Let's go stall out the outside just a little bit, but big turn on the outside. Elliot Henderson has pretty much can't do anything about that one as those gyros clear big time there. As Anderson's still trying to fight back on the inside right now. Not really able to do much though. As they're almost full was content bang. That's the 13 machine of Dan Redwork. Through the grass he goes, and what a save for that 13 machine as he keeps it straight through 1 and 2. Wow. They're rocking down the back straightaway here as we're coming up to the halfway point in this one here shortly. The top 3 counters single file for now is Cole Sander. Giovanni Klein 4th and 5th. Klein trying to defend from Gavin Fitzgerald for that top 5 spot. But here comes Cole Sander and Elliot Henderson. Sander had a peek to the inside, but Henderson gets stay up top for now. There's more side by side there. Brian Klein and Gavin Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald will pull back a little bit more here. Here comes Jackson Sims into the picture here for 6th. As we are past halfway now, 37 to go. Malcolm at 36 this time by. Dylan Chapel leads over Nathan Lamont in second. Elliot Henderson in third are close to their that 37 machine. Now it's the inside of Lamont. He cleared Chapel as well. Maybe a 2-for-1 here in turn one. Up the direction goes very sideways there. He's gonna clear for second though. As what a bull move is. Oh, Dylan Chapel on the outside wall. It's hit. That's now Elliot Henderson's chance to go up to the race lead once more. He has race lead back and he will clear down in turn 3 and 4. And Elliot Henderson back out in front. Some of these drivers like Dylan Chapel has not been in 23 laps. We'll see when he'll have to pit. I believe it'll be a one-stop race from here on out. I don't think it'll be a two-stopper. We'll see though. So we're a little pit past that pit point right now. Elliot Henderson still leads over Nathan Lamont. Nathan Lamont also as well did not take tires that last pit stop. He took fuel only, so he's on a little bit older tires than the rest of these guys. Drivers as well. Same with Cole Snyder in the 88 machine. These drivers kind of playing a track position. Range right now. As caution is out. And we have a big wreck there for Dan Rebork here on lap 43 with 33 to go. That's going to be a fifth caution of the night. It's a massive wreck for that 13 machine down the back straightaway. As may have got a little help there, maybe. May have, or also self-spun. Not sure. Couldn't really see from that angle. I don't know. Looks like he just got a little help there from that 73 machine. Niles Davis, I believe that was Dylan Harris as well, had nowhere to go. That 24, he's currently in 19th place, so unfortunate Dane Rebork there. He was on the tail end of the lap kind of right there. Let's come out a caution here. I think all these drivers are going to come out pit lane, top it off on fuel. Hopefully they will be good to go. We will see. Down pit lane they go. Everyone coming out pit lane. Looks like no one gonna stay out on the racetrack there. So here comes Elliot Henderson, gonna lead us down in the pit lane. Will he be the first one off pit lane? Will we see some drivers take some two-tire strategy as well? All of questions will be answered here momentarily. As they all stop in the box, make sure they have a great pit stop here. Track position has been really important here tonight. Hasn't been everything, but has been important overall. As here they go, looks like everyone gonna take 4 tires and a full tank of fuel. As it looks like Elliot Henderson will win the race off pit lane. The rest of the field will follow behind. As we're going to step aside for a moment, we'll take a quick break here with 31 to go here at Michigan. As here we come, pace car is off, and it's going to be under 30 laps to go, 29 to go this time by. As Elliott Henderson leads us to the green once more as the green flag is out. Great restart there for Elliott Henderson. He'll clear easily over Jackson Sims down into number 1. Gavin Fitzgerald clears for 3rd. As Javon Klein stops himself up to 5th place. But here comes Nicholas Coe as well. He was involved in one of the wrecks earlier in tonight's race. He's up to 6th place, fighting for 5th place here late. We got wrecked in the back corner, hit the outside wall for Nicholas Coe. And he's out of tonight's race here on lap with 28 to go on lap 48. Will we stay green for now? We'll take a quick replay of that one, see what happened there for that 35 machine, excuse me. Looks like I just got loose there on the entry of turn 1. Maybe got some hope. A little neck code incident there, unfortunate for him. But he's out of tonight's race, out of contention. As caution is out. As Ty James getting around. As Noah Benson slow as well. Front damage for him. Has some more contact further on back. Oh, hard hit for Noah Benson. Hard hit for him as caution is out on lap 48. So his net will be over officially there. Some drivers electing on the pit lane here. Interesting. With 25 to go, a lot of drivers coming on pit lane, maybe the top off on some fuel. Top 9 staying out. We'll see how that plays out for these drivers. Going green this time. By it'll be 23 to go when we go back. Green drop. When Barton Flagman drops that green flag. Elliot Henderson has been really good on these restarts here from pole position. We'll see if he can maintain that speed and that consistency for the rest of the night as well that he's had. As in series zone they go, green flag is back out. We are underway back here at Michigan with 23 laps to go. Anderson clears barely from Sims, not his best restart of the night, but it's good enough to take the race lead back easily down to number 1. As Henderson still leads here, Sims in second. Jake Miller in third. He wrecked in his heat race, had to drop all the way back to the back of the field. He's worked his way up to third place here with 22 laps to go. He's in position to maybe win this race here tonight at Michigan. There's still a big gaggle of cars here. 20 laps to go, 40 miles to go here at Michigan. It's still anyone's racing this pack of cars all the way down from 17th places. That's McIntosh's place right there in 17th. As we got smoke, big wreck in the middle of the back, huge wreck. That's Maverick Davis around the 18 machine. That's gonna bring out another caution here with 20 laps to go here in this one. And as soon as I said it was 17 cars, and now it's probably down to around 13 or 14. Alan Kinney around there, as I think he was the driver that made contact there with Maverick Davis. Davis trying to shoot a gap there. Just wasn't really quite clear. Divine Klein wasn't going to get that front end damage. That's going to be probably 2 cars majorly involved there, which is Maverick Davis and one other one. 93 there as Matt Sisseler. Those 2 drivers going to be out of tonight's race as well with 19 laps to go now. Everyone should be going fuel pretty good on fuel for the rest of the way. We'll probably go green with around 16 laps to go in this race. Going green this time by. Next time, excuse me. But pace car lights will be going off this time by. Agreement. 16 laps to go. Officially. So we'll see how this plays out. As Elliot Houston has been very good on these restarts, like I mentioned, he's been pretty dominant tonight. He's probably been the car to beat, the person to beat. As green flag is back out. Here's another great restart there. He clears him easily down in turn number 1. And Jake Miller doing it on the inside line as well. Top 3 single file out, but side by side behind him, that's Evan Clapper and Gavin Fitzgerald. He showed the great shove there. He'll clear for 4th. That's 15 laps to go so far here at Michigan. Will we see another caution here tonight? Most likely my answer would be yes. But we'll see. We haven't gone more than 14. We've been probably around, the most we've done is about 13 total laps green flag racing so far tonight. You guys remember also that would be our longest green flag run of the night as well. Cole Sayer, he just pitted last. Caution took 4 fresh tires, so he could be making a little different strategy call. Maybe try to make something happen here late in this one. Set himself in the right position at the right time. Make some moves for this race win. So big move there for Blake McClellan. So clear course out there for around 7th place. As Elliot Henderson still leads over Jackson Sims. This crazy chaos here in the middle of the pack. And Benjamin falling back a little bit now in the 21 machine. He's always in the outside wall into turn 3. Doesn't affect him too much here. They're coming 11 laps to go this time by. The guys kind of just riding out. It seems like trying to stay single file, make it to the end of this one. Who will be the first to make a move? The driver's not really making any moves right now. Elliot Henderson just kind of riding around, putting themselves in the right spot maybe. Oh, we got cars spinning, I think, sideways in the back as caution is out. One car in the graphs right there. As I went for a wild ride there. The 98 machine. That brings out the 7th caution on that here. It's going to be one of those classic Michigan finishes. Caution came out on lap 67. As it looks like it might be a 5-lap shootout here. Just kind of like the heat races were earlier tonight. All about that short run speed. We'll find back up here, and like I mentioned, there'll be 5 laps to go. So here we go. Pace car's off. About to go green with 5 laps to go here at Michigan. 10 miles to the side. This race winner. Anderson once again leads us to the green. Green flag is out. Jackson Sims with a good restart there. A little bit better than his previous attempts. But here comes Jake Miller with a good run down to turn number 1 as well. As it could be a full head of steam as they go through the gears through 1 and turn 2. Watch out for Javon Klein there in that 5th place spot as well. He's been pretty quick tonight. He's worked his way up from an incident earlier in tonight's race. And he's looking for a chance to win this one late. He rocking down turn 3 and 4. Anderson still leads over Sims, over Fitzgerald in 3rd. Top 3 single file now for now, as they come to 4 laps to go in this one. Sims with a great run down into turn 1, not able to take it quite yet. Oh, hard hitting outside wall. That's gonna bring up the caution. We have a green, white, checkered, absolutely massive wreck. Oh my goodness. As Javon Klein has a black flag, I believe, from incident points there. So his hopes that way most likely dashed. It's absolutely massive wreck there. Javon Klein making contact there. Off turn number 2. Klein just gets tight, a little bit of Netco as well. Oh, a massive wreck, stacks up the whole rest of the field. A bunch of other drivers involved in that one. And we got our first green white checkered of the night here at Michigan. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back here from Michigan for this green white checkered finish. back live here for this green white checkered, about to go back green here in the moment. Elliott Henderson once again get a lead to the stripe, and green flag is back out. Henderson with a okay restart, not as great as the other restarts. So Sims gets a good launch here, through the gears he goes. We'll see how he is through one and turn two. And here comes Gavin Fitzgerald, gonna have a peek to the inside. Not enough momentum for that 16 machine. He'll stay by for now. Henderson not clear off of turn two quite yet. He's going to barely. Will Sims do a crossover move down the back straight away? No, he won't. He'll stay behind for now. As a half a lap done so far. Have to make to the white before this race is official. Henderson still leads over Sims. Henderson off the turn number 4. Looks like we'll make it to the stripe. One more to go here at Michigan. David did a great launch off of turn 4. Has a momentum. Has a run down to turn number 1. Will he take advantage of that one? Not quite. He'll stay behind for now. He's going to look to make his move in turn 3 and 4 the final time around. With those two side by side through 3 and 4, watch out for any other driver as well who can maybe make a move down the front straightaway. Still single file. Henderson. Can he hold off for now? One more car to go. Here comes Simpson on the racetrack, looking to take away the win from Henderson. Henderson up the racetrack he goes. Gonna stay ahead for now. That is gonna be a side-by-side finish to that stripe. Coming to the line, side-by-side. It's gonna be Elliott Henderson gonna win. Jackson Sims finishes second, and Jake Miller in third. What a performance here for Elliott Henderson, and he'll win here tonight at Michigan. Absolutely dominant here tonight. Got the pole, led the most laps by far. Won the heat race as well. Wow. As he'll rightfully burn it down here on the front straightaway. We'll take a quick break, but we're right back with the top 3 interviews and also our final results as well. We're back live here at Michigan as a quick look at our final race results here tonight. As our race winner here tonight was Elliot Henderson in that 37 machine, and second Jackson Sims, third Jake Miller, Nicholas Corsell in fourth, Cole Center fifth, Gavin Fitzgerald in sixth, Evan Clapper seventh, Blake McClung in eighth, Devin McIntosh in ninth, Alan Kennedy round out our top 10. Nathan Lamont 11th, Dylan Chappell in 12th, Dylan Harris in 13th, Dan Rebark in 14th, Niles Davis 15th, Yvonne Klein 16th, Jimmy Pinenta in 17th, Aaron Benson 18th, Andrew Nagy in 19th, and Matt Sisler in 20th. Nicholas Coate 21st, Noah Benson 22nd, Tyler Williams in 23rd, Maverick Davis 24th, David McCullough in 25th, Mike Petrin in 26th, Phil Neese in 27th, John Peterson 28th, and Trenton Besgrove in 29th. We'll speak to our top 3 drivers as well in a moment. First off, we're going to speak to Elliot Henderson, our race winner. He's in here. Drivers will give him a few seconds to join the waiting room, but Elliot Henderson picks up his race win. Bring him into the booth now. Oh, you got a copy?
I do.
What a win. What performance to you overall. Start on a pole position, lead the most laps tonight, and pretty much just dominate tonight's race. But had a few late race restarts there, green light checker, and a few others as well. Talk to those last few restarts and how you just kind of handled yourself and you just kind of just hold on to the race lead overall.
Yeah, I think, with how the draft was, it was helpful to have teammates up there with all the Spectrum guys, with Jackson and Jake and Gavin. But, just how draft was, you really had to manage the lanes. And there was a point where we pitted one time and everyone else took 2 or something and put us back to about 4th or 5th, and we had to try to work our way back through. But it was really just about being patient, managing the draft, managing the lane, but making sure that at the end of the day you were up on the top. And we found our way back to the lead late in that race and made sure that we can get the job done.
Yeah, great performance from you tonight. Looking to next week, we have we have Kansas, which is another intermediate kind of racetrack, a little different obviously than Michigan. But what's your thoughts going next week into Kansas?
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe the runs are a little bit longer, the tires wear out a little bit more. That was the one caveat here, was the tires really didn't wear out. So, when everybody decided to pit and we were staying out at the end there, that was kind of our game plan, because we didn't feel like the tires were a big enough improvement to get around people, especially with how the top lane worked. So hoping Kansas is a little bit different, but it's also going to be super similar, where you're going to want to be stuck on the top and just kind of use that draft down the backstretch. So, I think there's kind of 2 clear teams with us and Cheesy Designs team, and how we all work together. And it's a group of 4 or 5 guys on either side. So, we're just going to have to work out who's doing what and try to make sure that everyone's up on the top lane and try to get us clear ahead of them. And, I think if you can control the race that way, then you can put yourself in a good spot to win.
Yeah, definitely. But overall, great run here tonight for you, obviously, and getting that race win here at Michigan. Anyone that I thank for tonight's great run?
Yeah, thank you guys for doing the broadcast, Sam, for putting on the league. Came over here to just have some fun. I didn't really anticipate being super competitive or anything, but I've had a lot of fun in it, and the car is actually a blast to drive. And then thanks to all my teammates for making this happen. I mean, Jackson Sims, Jake Miller, Nick Caressel, Gavin Fitzgerald, Jeremy Pienta, they all made that workout tonight. Without them, I definitely would not have won. Special shout out to Jackson for sitting there with me and not trying to side draft or do anything crazy, especially on that last lap. And then shout out to Eric Kepf, for letting us come over and telling us about it and bringing us in here.
Yeah, like I said, congrats on your race win here tonight at Michigan. We'll see you next week at Kansas.
Thank you.
So that was Elliot Henderson, our race winner, to bring our second place finisher of Jackson Sims in the 06 machine. He had a chance to win there late, kind of just stayed behind Henderson and his teammate, sounds like, but we'll speak to second placeman himself right here. Hello, Jackson, got a copy? Hey, Jackson, you there?
Yep. Yeah, I got you.
So you round off in second place here. Had a chance at the win there late, almost side by side, pretty much with your teammate there, Elliot Henderson. Talk us through those final, pretty much 10 laps there, and also the Grand Checker as well. Just kind of what your strategy was there. Were you trying to go for the win, or make sure at least one of your teammates won that race as well? What was kind of going through your head there in those final 10 laps?
Yeah, we wanted to keep our teammates up front there. We all kind of agreed not to race each other until the white flag. Just the way the draft is, you kind of have to make your move as late as possible. So I tried to make it into 3, and then just couldn't get the run. I thought I was going to get off the bottom. So, but a second, I'll take a second. Good point stay. We were really glad we were able to work together as a team to get all that, or to get all those good finishes. We swept the top 4. I think, we did a good job there. So hopefully we can keep climbing up the point standings.
Yeah, great, just team effort there. 1, 2, 3 on the racetrack. What's your thoughts going next week at Kansas? A little different, but it's still kind of a intermediate type of racetrack as well.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's a lot of multi-groove. Kind of like what we saw at Chicago a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So it'll probably be similar to that. It's a really fun track there. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, congrats on your second here tonight. Anyone, I think, for tonight's great run.
Yes, all my teammates, they're great, and you guys for doing the broadcast.
Well, congrats on your second here tonight at Michigan. We'll see you next week at Kansas.
Thank you. See you.
And we'll bring our third place finisher of Jake Miller in a moment here. Hello, Jake. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So you round yourself off into third place after not having a great heat race, having to start all the way back in the 26th place. Worked your way up slowly throughout the field, missed those wrecks as well. Talk us through your race overall in those final few laps, gaining your top 3 spot here.
Well, all of my teammates were in the top 5, and every restart was just basically us trying to single file out and block the top lane. I was basically just blocking. I was okay with third. I wanted to just run away with it and make sure that we had a chance to win, and when we wanted to race, that nobody else was going to get to us. And obviously that final turn 4, I thought I had a pretty good run, and was kind of hoping that Jackson wouldn't lag so that him and Elliot could side draft and I could try to get there. But we were close, but I'm pretty happy from going back to front, not much else I can ask for.
Yeah, going into this race, next week we have Kansas as well. What's your thoughts on Kansas? A little different 1.5 mile track there.
More off the throttle time, so we might see more separation, but it's still going to be draft heavy. But I think your right front might burn up a lot quicker at Kansas as compared to Michigan. But I'm not sure. We'll figure it out when we get there. We always seem to do. We've second last week, third this week, so I'm pretty confident in this car anywhere we go.
Well, congrats on your third here tonight. Anyone I'd like to thank for tonight's great run?
my teammates. We had a fun night, and my uncle Ron, because he always tunes into the streams.
Okay, like I mentioned, congrats on your third here tonight. We'll see you next week at Kansas.
See ya.
That was Jake Miller in that 77 machine as our top 3 finishers tonight. All teammates there working together great, pretty much. I mean, 1, 2, 3 at Michigan, pretty much a short little plate track here in Brooklyn, Michigan. So overall, great finish here tonight and a great race overall. Had a lot of cautions though, didn't really have a lot of green flag laps. I'm in the beginning, middle, maybe portions there, but the end it kind of became a caution fest, I guess if you want to call it that. But overall, pretty fun race here tonight. But next, we're up on Legends Racing Network. We're at the Quantum Contender Series at Charlotte next, tomorrow night, Thursday night, and then we have ARCA Cup Series at Bristol, second last race through the season as well. And next week, like I mentioned, we have Kansas City in the ARCA SuperStar ARCA West Series. So we'll see you guys next time on the Legends